This California home just sold for $3.5 million. And the moment you see what's inside, you'll completely understand why. We're talking about a kitchen that cost more than most people's entire homes, a primary suite that operates like a private five-star resort, and one outdoor space is so unexpectedly powerful that it will completely reframe what you think outdoor living can be. By the end of this video, you're going to see exactly what $3.5 million buys you in California's luxury market in 2026, and what the rest of the real estate world hasn't caught up to yet. Stick with me because the outdoor wellness sanctuary is coming up and you do not want to miss it. Welcome back. And if you're new here, this channel is your front row seat to the world's most exceptional homes, luxury real estate markets, and the design decisions behind properties that actually hold and grow their value. Today we're covering the full tour of this stunning $3.5 million modern estate. The 2026 design philosophy that makes this home different from anything built 5 years ago. The smart home and sustainability systems that are now standard at this price point, and the numbers, what you're actually paying for, broken down clearly. I'll also show you the outdoor living section, which most channels rush past, but which I believe is the single most value-driving feature in California luxury right now. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is the kind of content we drop every single week. Hit that button and let's get into the tour. This single-family luxury estate sits in Southern California, one of the most competitive and resilient luxury markets on the planet. In 2026, California's luxury market rewards specificity. Buyers are more discerning, and lifestyle alignment now drives decision-making as much as location. Properties like this one, in well-positioned neighborhoods, continue attracting serious interest, often from cash buyers who know exactly what they want. At approximately 5,200 square feet on just under half an acre, with 5 bedrooms and 6 bathrooms, this home was completed in early 2026. But size alone doesn't tell the story. What makes this home stand out from everything else competing at this price point is its deliberate commitment to what California designers are calling lived-in luxury. A philosophy that rejects cold, sterile showpieces in favor of homes that are warm, intelligent, wellness-focused, and genuinely built for how people actually live in 2026. This is not a home that's trying to impress you. It's a home that's trying to restore you. And that distinction? That's worth every cent of $3.5 million. The story behind this home is just as remarkable as the home itself. The owner didn't approach this project as a real estate investment. They approached it as a personal design statement, a direct response to years of living in homes that looked beautiful in photos but felt cold and performative to actually live in. Working with a Los Angeles-based architectural firm specializing in what they called biophilic modernism, the brief was simple but radical. Build a home where every single decision, from the ceiling height to the landscaping to the lighting schedule, actively supports the physical and mental well-being of the people living in it. That philosophy shaped everything. The retractable glass walls weren't just a design flex. They were chosen because studies consistently show that blurring the boundary between indoor and outdoor living reduces cortisol levels and increases daily satisfaction. The circadian rhythm lighting system wasn't a gadget add-on. It was baked into the electrical plan from day one because the owner had read the research and refused to compromise. The build was not without its challenges. Supply chain issues in 2024 and 2025 pushed the completion date by several months and increased material costs significantly. But the commitment never wavered. The vision, a home that gives you energy rather than draining it, was too important to cut corners on. What you're about to walk through is the result of that vision, fully realized, without compromise. Before we step inside, let's talk about what's happening out here. Because in California luxury real estate in 2026, the exterior is no longer just curb appeal. It's a design statement about everything you're going to find on the other side of that front door. The architectural style is nature-inspired modernism, clean horizontal lines, organic materials, and a facade that feels like it grew from the site rather than being placed on it. Floor-to-ceiling glass panels run nearly the full width of the home, providing passive solar light management while maintaining visual continuity from street to backyard. The primary exterior material is board-formed concrete, raw, textured, deeply Californian. It's paired with western red cedar cladding at the entry and garage zones, adding warmth without compromising the clean geometry. These materials were not chosen for trend. They were chosen because they age beautifully in the Southern California climate and require minimal maintenance over decades. Now look at the landscaping. Every plant you see is drought-tolerant and native to the California region. In a state where water management is both an ethical and a financial consideration, this isn't just responsible, it's smart ownership. The irrigation system is automated and weather-responsive, using real-time data to water only when necessary. The driveway is hand-laid bouquet, canyon limestone, warm, golden-toned, and incredibly durable. The entry experience begins here. You drive up, the gate recognizes your vehicle, and from that moment the home is already responding to your arrival. The garage accommodates 3 vehicles and features 2 Level 2 EV charging stations built into the wall, not added later, not adapted from a single socket, designed in from the beginning. The moment you walk through that front door, you are hit by light, height, and the immediate sensation of being somewhere genuinely different. That's entirely intentional. The design team wanted the first thing you feel to be spatial freedom, a sense of expansion that signals you've left the outside world completely behind. The entry foyer stretches to 14-foot ceilings. A floating sculptural staircase of brushed white oak with a custom blackened steel rail anchors the right side of the space. Not just functional, but a piece of craftsmanship that draws you in and rewards a closer look. Straight ahead, your eye travels through the living space and directly out to the pool terrace through a full wall of glass. You can see all the way through the home from the front door. That sight line was engineered, not accidental. Underfoot, the wide plank European white oak flows through every main level space. Warm, grounded, consistent. No competing materials, no jarring transitions. Just a consistent material story that grounds the entire home. The design philosophy of continuity is expressed in the very floor you walk on. The color palette established at entry, warm whites, soft sand tones, quiet terracotta accents, is maintained throughout. This is the California luxury shift of 2026, away from stark, photogenic but cold interiors toward palettes that actually lower your blood pressure when you walk into them. The main living area occupies the entire rear of the ground floor and is anchored by 2 architectural features that alone justify a significant portion of this home's price tag. The first is the fireplace, floor-to-ceiling natural quartzite stone with geological veining that tells a story hundreds of millions of years in the making. No engineered stone, no porcelain look-alike. The real thing, and it reads that way from across the room. The second is the retractable glass wall system. 3 panels, each running floor to ceiling, that slide completely back into the wall cavity to merge the indoor living room with the covered outdoor terrace. When open, the combined indoor-outdoor living zone exceeds 1,800 square feet of fully usable entertaining space. When closed on cooler evenings, the room feels intimate and contained. This flexibility is not a luxury accessory. At this price point in California in 2026, it's a baseline expectation. The layout is open concept but intelligent. The living area, dining zone, and kitchen flow into each other without walls, but with distinct spatial identities created through ceiling treatments, material transitions, and strategic furniture placement. This avoids the common failure of open concept design. One large, undifferentiated room that feels neither cozy nor grand. Natural light is managed through a combination of the floor-to-ceiling glass walls, motorized solar shades that respond automatically to sun angle and time of day, and interior light wells positioned above the staircase that push daylight deep into the center of the home. Every piece of furniture in this space was sourced or commissioned, nothing off a catalog floor. The sofa is a custom Pierre Jovanovic-inspired sectional in a warm oatmeal boucle. The coffee tables are solid travertine. The art is original. Before we keep going, if you're finding this useful, hit that like button right now. It takes 1 second, and it genuinely helps this channel bring you more content exactly like this every single week. Now let's keep moving because the kitchen is next. and it genuinely sets a new benchmark for what this price point can deliver. This kitchen is where the owner really didn't hold back. Every decision here was made with performance and artistry in equal measure. From the honed Calacatta marble countertops to the custom matte walnut cabinetry that conceals everything behind seamless, handleless faces. Let's start with what you immediately notice. There are two islands. Not one large island, two distinct ones. The first is a working island for prep, fitted with a galley workstation system that integrates cutting, washing, and prep functions within a single footprint. The second is an entertaining island, lower, wider, with bar seating for 5, designed for guests to gather while someone cooks without being in the way. Every appliance is panel-ready: Sub-Zero refrigerator and wine preservation column, Gaggenau steam and convection ovens, Miele dishwasher. From the front, you see nothing but cabinetry. It's a wall of wood, seamless and monolithic. This is the defining kitchen aesthetic of 2026 California luxury. Not showing off the appliances, but concealing them so the architecture of the space can breathe. The backsplash behind the cooking wall is hand-applied plaster in a warm sand tone. Not tile, not stone, not a surface you've seen in every other kitchen. Custom, tactile, completely distinctive. The butler's pantry runs behind the kitchen's far wall. Inside, a built-in espresso machine, a second prep sink, wine storage for 120 bottles, and a beverage center with separate temperature zones for water, soft drinks, and sparkling wine. When you're hosting a dinner for 20, the kitchen door closes and the mess disappears. A built-in AI cooking assistant is integrated into the range hood, monitoring temperatures, providing real-time guidance, and syncing with the home's central smart system integrated intelligence, with nothing visible to interrupt the design. That is the 2026 standard. The dining area sits between the kitchen and the living room, a graceful transition zone that holds its own identity without walls to define it. A custom solid walnut dining table seats 12 comfortably. Above it hangs a bespoke chandelier. Hand-blown glass orbs on a blackened brass armature, which is the single most discussed piece in the home by everyone who walks through the door. It is simply extraordinary. The view from the dining table looks directly through the retractable glass wall to the pool terrace and the hillside beyond. On clear evenings with the glass open and the fire feature lit outside, this dining experience is the kind that people talk about for years. The primary suite occupies the entire eastern wing of the upper floor. At just over 1,100 square feet, including all suite elements, this is not a bedroom. This is a dedicated personal retreat, designed with the same intentionality as the rest of the home, but calibrated entirely around rest and recovery. The bedroom itself faces east and south, framed by full-height glass that delivers morning light directly onto the bed. The ceiling is coffered, a detail that is making a definitive comeback in California luxury in 2026, adding dimension and architectural character that a flat ceiling simply cannot achieve. Integrated into the ceiling is a tunable LED lighting system programmed to mirror natural circadian rhythms. Warm amber in the evening to prepare the body for sleep, cool blue-white in the morning to prompt waking. The science is well established. This home applies it. The walk-in wardrobe is a full room. Custom joinery in matte white lacquer with integrated LED strip lighting. A central island with velvet-lined jewelry drawers and dedicated sections for every garment category. No compromise. The primary bathroom. Here is where this home earns the word extraordinary. A freestanding soaking tub in honed white Thassos marble sits directly in front of a full-height glass wall, looking onto a private enclosed garden. Lush, screened, completely private. The wet room shower has no door, no threshold. It is simply a generous space with rainfall from above, body jets from the sides, and a digital panel that allows you to program your precise shower profile and recall it with a single touch. An infrared sauna is built directly into the bathroom footprint, and adjacent to it, a cold plunge pool. In the primary bathroom, at home, heated floors, scent diffusion integrated into the ventilation system. Air purification with real-time air quality monitoring displayed discreetly in the wardrobe. This is not a bathroom. It is a daily wellness ritual built directly into the architecture of your life. Beyond the primary suite, this home offers 4 additional bedrooms, each designed with the same level of intentionality, without competing with the suite for attention. The guest suite on the ground floor operates as a fully self-contained unit. Private entrance from the side garden, in-suite bathroom with walk-in shower, built-in workspace, and its own temperature zone on the smart home system. For visiting family or long-term guests, this is genuinely comfortable, independent accommodation. 2 of the upper floor bedrooms are oriented as children's rooms, one with custom built-in bunk beds and concealed toy storage. The other configured as a multi-purpose space that functions as either a bedroom or a creative studio, depending on how the convertible furniture is arranged. The 5th bedroom has been outfitted as a dedicated home gym, rubber-floored, mirrored on one wall, ventilated independently, with a mounted display for streaming classes. At this price point in 2026, a proper gym is no longer optional. All secondary bathrooms feature large-format porcelain tile, frameless glass showers, and brushed brass fixtures, consistent in quality with the rest of the home, not a downgrade. If the interior of this home is exceptional, the outdoor living spaces are transformational. The covered terrace runs the full width of the rear of the home. Approximately 900 square feet of sheltered outdoor space with a tongue-and-groove cedar ceiling, radiant heat panels overhead, and built-in motorized screens that can close the space completely against wind or insects. This is not a patio. It is an outdoor room. The outdoor kitchen is fully professional. A Kalamazoo grill, a Lynx warming drawer, a dedicated outdoor refrigerator, an undermount prep sink in stainless steel, and a large-format porcelain bar top with seating for 8. California entertaining, elevated. The pool is a negative edge design in a deep charcoal plaster finish. It reads almost black in shade and luminous blue-green in direct sunlight. The visual effect is cinematic. The attached spa seats 6 and is heated independently, usable year-round. Pool chemistry is automated and self-regulating. On the left side of the terrace, and this is the feature I promised you, the one that changes the conversation about what this property is really offering, there's a dedicated outdoor wellness sanctuary. A meditation pavilion in western red cedar, surrounded by native plantings in 4 layers of height and texture. Japanese-style reflecting pool, and a sunken fire pit with travertine seating for 8 people. This space was designed for morning meditation, evening unwinding, or just silence. And in 2026, that is precisely what California luxury buyers are paying for. Not more square footage, not another guest bedroom, space to breathe, to restore, to be still. If you're not subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to join me. I feature exceptional homes and thoughtful design like this every week, and you won't want to miss what's coming next. Go ahead and subscribe, turn on notifications, and stick with me, because I'm about to break down the numbers, and that part will completely reshape how you see this property. In 2026, smart home technology in California luxury is no longer a selling feature. It's a baseline. What separates this home is how it handles technology. Invisibly, there are no touchscreen panels dominating the walls. No visible keypads. Every system, lighting, climate, security, audio, window shades, irrigation, pool chemistry, gate access, and air quality, is unified under a single platform, controlled by voice or app, and invisible to the eye. The solar array on the rear-facing roof is a 22-kilowatt system paired with a whole-home battery storage solution that provides approximately 72 hours of full backup power independent of the grid. Monthly energy bills are negligible. In California's increasingly volatile utility pricing environment in 2026, that is a genuine financial asset. Security is layered without being visible. Biometric front entry, AI-powered cameras that distinguish between human and vehicle movement, automated gate with license plate recognition, and structural soundproofing throughout that provides acoustic privacy on top of physical privacy. The windows are triple glazed with argon fill, dramatically reducing thermal transfer and exterior noise. The HVAC system uses advanced air purification with real-time particulate monitoring. In post-wildfire California, clean indoor air is not a wellness feature. It is a necessity. Let's talk numbers, because this is where the real education lives. The asking price on this property is $3.5 million. For Southern California in 2026, a home of this specification, 5,200 square feet, completed this year with this level of finish, sits at approximately $673 per square foot. That is competitive for the market, but not aggressive. Let's break down where that value lives. The primary suite and bathroom alone represent an estimated $380,000 to $420,000 of the total build cost. The infrared sauna, cold plunge, custom joinery, and smart ceiling system are not inexpensive. The kitchen, including all appliances, custom cabinetry, and butler's pantry, comes in at approximately $290,000. The outdoor living spaces, pool, terrace, outdoor kitchen, and wellness sanctuary combined at another $350,000 to $400,000. Comparable sales within a 3-kilometer radius over the past 6 months show properties of similar size and spec selling between $3.1M and $3.9M, confirming this home's pricing is well calibrated to current market conditions. The neighborhood is appreciating. Demand for luxury properties in Southern California increased by 23% from 2024 to 2025, according to James Edition's 2025 Luxury Residential Market Report. Properties with strong indoor-outdoor integration, wellness features, and sustainability credentials are consistently outperforming comparable listings without them. This home is all three. The 22 kilowatts solar system and battery storage, at current California utility rates, is estimated to save approximately $600 to $800 per month in electricity costs. Over 10 years, that is a measurable return built into a cost you've already absorbed at purchase. Before we close, here are the 5 design and investment lessons that every homeowner, at any budget level, should take from this property. 1. Invest in sight lines before furniture. The moment you walk into this home and see through to the outdoors, the price is already justified emotionally. Sight lines cost nothing to design and everything to create after the fact. 2. Conceal the technology, not the nature. The smartest move in this home is invisible tech and visible materials. Every dollar spent on panel-ready appliances and integrated systems pays back in timeless design that won't look dated in 5 years. 3. The outdoor living space is not a bonus. It is a primary room. In California, and increasingly across the entire U.S., buyers treat the outdoor living zone as core square footage. Underinvesting here is a direct value reduction. For wellness features are now infrastructure, not accessories. The infrared sauna, cold plunge, and circadian lighting in this home are not upgrades. They are the reason this home commands a premium over comparable square footage in the same zip code. 5. The kitchen has 2 functions in luxury real estate. It serves food and it closes sales. Budget accordingly. This kitchen will be the single most photographed and discussed room in every showing, every listing photo, and every social post about this property. It earns its cost. If that lesson alone was worth your time today, drop a comment below right now. Tell me which of these 5 design moves you're most seriously considering for your own home. Or tell me your city, and I'll give you my honest take on whether this strategy makes sense in your specific market. I read and reply to every single comment. And if you want more of this, subscribe. This is exactly the kind of content we drop every week. Quick note before we close. This video contains no sponsored content and no paid placements. Nobody paid to be featured here, and no brand has influenced anything you saw. All cost estimates shared in this video are based on publicly available market data, industry pricing benchmarks, and comparable sales information current to 2026. Real estate values and build costs vary significantly by location, timing, and specification. Always consult a licensed local agent and qualified contractor before making any financial or design decisions. I tell you what I actually see. That's the only way this channel works. That's a wrap on today's video. And if you made it this far, you already know more about California luxury real estate and high-end home design than 90% of homeowners out there. Here's what I need from you right now. Hit the like button if this gave you value. Subscribe if you want this level of detail every single week. And drop a comment below. I want to know, which single feature in this $3.5 million home would you most want in your own home, regardless of budget? Let's see what you say. And if you want to go even deeper, my next video on the top 5 luxury home features that actually add resale value in 2026 is linked right here. I think you're going to love it. Go design with intention. I'll see you in the next one.